All right, I'm back. All right. Well, did you get my little chat? All right. Okay. Oh, come on now. You know, I can control what my fingers want to say. I didn't leave. I didn't touch anything. You left me. Which I'm perfectly used to. All right. I've been abandoned my whole life. So I understand. Really?
Oh, damn it.
Man, we're recording or something. We got a lag.
Yeah, and I have fucked up.
Okay. Do we want to leave the room
No,
and start
don't
over
go.
again a little
No,
bit?
no, 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 no. Don't go anywhere.
Okay. All right. We're recording or something. We got a lag.
I have fucked up.
Okay, do we want to leave the room
Yeah.
and start over again a little bit?
Oh, God. Ron, can you hear me still?
I hear you just fine. Yes.
I I am blowing this on every level. I mean, oh God. Okay, hang on. Okay. Okay, Ron.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think I got it corrected.
I still hear
God, the
Here,
lag.
here.
Okay. All right. Well, we're actually live now. Everything's on. We can
Yeah,
just
but
sit
are
here.
they hearing this?
Yes.
Everyone's hearing this.
Yeah, it's live. I'm watching it right now. Everything's going on. I got to turn my phone off so it doesn't give me feedback. There we go.
Unsellable Beta. Yes.
Yeah, because this beta is a joke. Look at us. Look at me butcher this whole thing. That's awesome.
Where are the gamers to come and save us? Come on, where are you, little meth heads?
Damn, man. You should just go off on them like that. All right. Cheers. Hey, Ron, cheers.
Cheers. Roast. Salute.
All right. Wow. Hey, we're on early, people, and we weren't meant to be. We weren't supposed to be talking to you right now, but whoever's out there, if anybody's out there, God knows I feel sorry for you. But this is definitely our beta. We don't have any idea what the hell's going on here.
Free me from this wilderness.
And I want to say right off the bat, being improper, I'm not going to introduce the show for 6 minutes. You guys just got to sit here with us. You know what? I'm going to switch it back to scene 2 and take us out of here and let this first scene. Don't leave, Ron. Don't go anywhere. Why did you leave last time?
I did not leave. Like I said, I was abandoned.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, I'm not going to put that back up. You know what? We're going to start early. Fuck it. I don't care. It's our show. We do what we want.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what I like to hear.
All right. There we go. All right. Here we go.
That's it. Let's go for it, man.
We have no idea what we're doing. This show is called Unsellable Beta, mainly because, well, it is what it is.
That's right. I can't tell, and he's a beta.
We don't know if this is an art critique show or art critiquing us, or it's a critique of our abilities to even talk about art. Maybe not. Who knows? All I know is tonight's show, the very first artist we're going to have up there is Maddie Duchamp, who also goes by the name of
Maddie Duchamp.
Ron Moya. Oh, Ron, my phone's ringing.
Yeah.
And I got to hang on 1 second. I'm going to answer this call.
Hey, this is live television.
Hello? I'm on live streaming right now. I'm talking to Ron, and I just got the phone up to my ear, and I'm talking to you, and everyone else in the world can hear us talking as we're on live streaming right now.
Anything that can implicate you.
What are you doing?
You're on live.
You what? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can now. Where were you? What happened?
Well, I'm in my car driving, so you're through this.
Okay. Well, did you want to come by?
Well, I'm meeting up with Tino because Andrea is moving to Humboldt on Monday, so
Okay.
I'm going to have dinner with her.
Okay. Can I call you back when I get off the air?
Yeah.
All right. Everyone's listening to me talk to you right now. I'll call you back in a few minutes. All right. Well, like an hour. We're going to be on for like who knows how long. I'll call you back when we get off the air. All right. Bye. Ron, you froze. Ron? Oh, goodness Lord.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, there you go. What happened to you? Where do you go?
I don't know. You keep. I'll be here, and then you'll say I'm gone. So I leave the room and then come back and sign in. So that's what I've done the last 2 times.
All right. Hang on. Okay. And I'm trying to. This is crazy. What am I? Okay, it looks like you're back in there now.
Yeah, luckily it's us two.
Huh?
Luckily it's us two.
You know, Jesus Christ, man, this is so ridiculous. I don't even know what the hell's going on here.
I don't either. I have no idea. But starting to get this strange sensation in my right hand. It's starting to twitch.
Why's your hand twitching?
I don't know. I guess I
can't find your camera. Where the hell are you? Where the hell are you?
I'm right here. I can see myself. Am I not supposed to see myself?
All right, you know what? Hang on. Okay.
Even my the stream output, I have a little bit of lag.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of lag. Okay, I see we're both in the stream output, so that's something. But you keep leaving and joining the room. I like the way you just keep leaving and joining the room.
No, I don't leave. I'm not a quitter.
Don't leave the room now, Ron. Although I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing on my end. But, you know, you got to stick around you guys got to bear with me, Ron. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's all right. None of us know what's going on. The only time we know what's going on is when we're laying on our deathbed. You gonna die. You're ready.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works. Don't try to fool yourself.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave it alone and let it do its thing because I have no idea where the other cameras are or nothing. I can't find Jack. All right. Let's talk about this art, Ron.
Yeah. Just like that, huh?
Okay, the world needs to know that Matty Duchamp is Ron Moya.
Yes.
Matty Duchamp is where you post all your stuff on Instagram. And it's at MADDY. How do you spell that? You got to spell it for me.
Matty Duchamp. It's MADDYDUCHAMP. Not related to any of the famous and brilliant Duchamps or Villons. I'm just someone that I'm a little dust mite on that man's coat, and so let's see. I'd love anyone to intrude. All right. I'm sending out little chats just in case there's anyone out there. I'd like them to know that.
Actually, you're in the private chat. You got to go over to the Twitch. Switch over to the
Twitch chat.
Yep. No one sees that except for me. There you go.
No one's there, huh?
Well, I don't know until you send the message. Send the message out there and see what happens.
Okay.
Anyway,
if we're alone, then I can tell you deep secrets.
Ron, didn't you already know you're never alone?
I'm beginning to realize that. It's like like a fourth, like we were talking about the fourth dimension. The internet is the fourth dimension. It's a portal, and that portal is dangerous. It's a dangerous place to venture into because there's so many avenues and angles in there. So you can get lost and find yourself trapped in a place you don't want to be, and then you can't get out. No matter how many times you hit that reverse button, you are not getting out of that, so you are stuck.
Well,
that was kind of an art conversation right there. I just
know that
what we're going to talk about here. I was just kind of introductory, a preface to what is going to happen here at this unsellable product that we're doing in a very lonely crash.
We're past the point.
Very alone.
We're actually doing it, and you should know this is like voluntary surveillance. You know that, right? Oh, and now you left again. Hello, Ron. You left again. Hello. Well, Ron keeps coming and going.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, he's back.
I'd love anyone to intrude. Is anyone out there? Jesus, it sounds like I'm stranded on some kind of spaceship.
You're back.
Headed towards a time warp. It's like, oh my God, is anybody out there? I'm not sure I want to go.
I like the fact that that we're having all kinds of issues with this right now because I was trying to wonder what the other hosts were dealing with.
Welcome to education.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what happened. I was
okay. For all those that don't know, Ron is a teacher as well.
Yes, I'm a teacher. They let me do it. I don't get it, but they let me do it. I actually should be, if I'm going to teach anywhere, I should be in jail. But I don't get it. Like the other day in class, I had my class going on, and I wanted to show them a video, and so I couldn't get them to listen to. They couldn't hear the audio, so they're chatting me. Can't hear the audio. Okay, so we're only 20 minutes into the class. I went, you know what? Screw this. Guess what? Class is over. I'll figure it out. Come back, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Because that's in this environment, this setting that we live in. That's all you can do is to be gracious, and just go, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble. Before we try to control everything, now it's completely out of our control. So I told these kids, but then I figured it out, and I felt so good after that, I felt absolutely, I learned one little thing that I didn't know before the class, and I felt so good, and this is a whole weird experience. I love it,
What was the thing you learned?
I learned how to get the audio on. I couldn't share the audio. So I learned how to do that, and I was ecstatic, the next class, they couldn't get enough of it, because then I was like on, man. I was like, yeah, we're going to do this, and I'm going to talk to you, and I had the whole thing going on. So by the time this all figures itself out, I'm going to have so many new skills that I'm not going to have any way to use them.
This sounds like Unsellable Beta to me.
I'm perfect. You know what? If you just got off this thing, that would probably be the show that I could have with myself. I would be looking at myself, entertaining myself. That's what, like you said, when you came to my school and talked to the kids about making art, and you said art was like masturbation. The kids flipped out, and I just went, "Yeah, you're right. It is kind of like that. I'm really enjoying it when I'm doing it."
Dude, I asked for approval from the principal before, which is great. because I asked the principal, I said, hey, can I say, and then she was like, I don't know, say what you're going to say, as long as it's not going to be too rude. I said, well, it won't be any curse words. I don't think she understood where I was going when she said
Well, they
that.
never do. That's
And
the beauty of education. For people like you and I, that's the beauty of it. They never know where we're coming from.
well,
So,
the great thing is, though, I saw her after the fact when we were having one of those little meetings after the fact with other people that had been there, and she said that my talk, all the students there were students who weren't even there claiming that they were there. And I was like, and she goes, you had a great talk. I go, well, she goes, students who weren't even there were claiming they were there.
yeah, man, it's like a contact high. So,
They did laugh, man. I took something that was uncomfortable to actually talk about publicly and made it completely.
well, you used a word that they would never hear from a teacher, because a teacher would never. That we're so self-censoring as teachers. We're our own police state, so it doesn't matter. I mean, we would never say that. So when somebody new comes in and speaks frankly and in a manner that is unteacherly, oh, they love it. I mean, they should let us just go loose. I mean, the kids would be more engaged. They're always wondering, how do we engage them? Well, just let your teachers loose. Get them off the leash.
What gets me with that whole thing is the kids know. I didn't say a foreign word that they weren't familiar with, and they know what it is.
No, man, there were pictures popped up.
What the? Ron, you left again. God damn it.
See, I'm getting better at this. I'm getting better. Am I there? No? At least.
Are you back?
All right, I'm back.
Ron, are you back?
I am back. I am. God damn it.
Ron?
Am I back? You lost me, Ted. Where's the chat? Where's the freaking chat?
Where the heck did Ron go? I see him up there. Ron?
I'm here.
But I can't hear you.
All right, I'm going to try it again. Oh, son of a gun. What happened there? View. Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah. Ron left the scene.
All right, am I back?
And now he's back.
All right. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's on my end or your end. I don't know what it is.
Ron, are you back? I can't hear you.
You can't hear my audio now?
Ron?
I'm not muting the mic. Am I back? Son of a gun. You don't see me, you don't anything. You're just there. Quit smiling. All right, I'm back. I don't know. Wait a second.
I can't see you. I mean, I can't hear you at all. What happened here?
You can't hear me? What? Let me see. What's the audio? What's the settings for the audio? Default microphone, speakers. Okay, that works.
Okay. I can hear you in my phone, but I can't hear you in my headphones.
I hear you.
This is crazy.
Wait a second.
I can't see you. I mean, I can't hear you at all. What happened here?
You can't hear me?
Not in my.
What? Let me see. What's the audio? What's the settings for the audio? Default microphone, speakers. Check your phone.
Okay, that works. Okay. I can hear you in my phone, but I can't hear you in my headphones. I hear you. This is crazy. Wait a second. I can't hear you at all.
Can you hear me now?
You can't hear. Okay. I can hear you in my phone, but I can't hear you in my head.
Ron?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, we're back. Whew. Jesus.
You got your phone on or something? Huh? Yeah. Okay. Why don't you maybe it's your phone. Maybe it's my phone. Maybe my phone. Is my phone possibly screwing this up?
No, it can't be. It's
All right,
look, man, this is the first show, man. This is all about our failure in front of people. But let's talk about the artwork, because I am actually interested in the artwork.
All right, Maya. You know what? Here's how I usually run it. Okay.
What's going on? What? How do you usually run it? Let's hear this.
Well, I let you kind of involve yourself in the artwork. Okay.
What do you mean by that?
And ask the questions. You know, like when I'm looking at your stuff, especially when I looked at the little the drawings those recent drawings you did, I asked myself several questions. And then I kind of try to come up with solutions as to what the artist could actually be thinking. And so when I looked at those images of those little checkmark signatures, those little TP signatures with these lines that were coming in and disrupting them, I got this sense that I immediately got this sense of flow, you know, and I understood. And then the story started to get bigger for me. I started thinking about where I am in relation to that, and where would that look like in relation to my locale right now. And I live on the coast, you know.
Ron. We'll discuss that piece later. We're talking about the piece that we got here right now.
I know, I'm just trying to explain a thought process, you know. So when you're looking at a work, you should react to it, because I actually believe that the artist isn't absolutely complete until it's the viewer. The artwork isn't complete until the viewer comes in and fills in the blanks. All right.
Sure. Okay.
It's your voice. It's the artist's voice, but they need that echo back from the public, you know, the viewer. And in doing that, you know, I learned something about my work that I didn't see, because I'm looking at it through your eyes now, you know. So when you're looking at this, I mean, you're willing to dissect this thing, because the version that you're showing is very incomplete, and it's changed radically in the last week since I've taken this photograph.
Well, I saw different versions of it in the post.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, the post is at Matty Duchamp on Instagram. Mm-hmm. So I saw the other versions where the face was all darkened in, and and his guts weren't complete.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of fashioned I'm trying to create that cavern around the guts and the dislocated ribs, and it's kind of just exposing the internal horror of a person against the inevitable, this in the inevitability of that wave, and weakly trying to pierce and break that wave like an ineffectual Moses. Am I off again?
No, you're on. You keep going.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Yeah, so you know that ore becomes this kind of shaft, this leader shaft, who who's slicing into it. And that was one of the complaints many of my students, because I had my students actually critique this, and at the incomplete stage, and they were disturbed about the space, the fact that the ore is piercing the wave, so it disrupts and flattens or compresses the space between, and it disrupts the three-dimensionality of it. They talked about how that woman seems out of place, but she's perfectly in place because the impetus for this is
Ron, you left again.
okay. I'm back. Yeah, I can't hear you now.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay.
All right.
You're back. Okay, so the impetus for the woman, back to the woman.
The impetus for this.
The woman is the one that's up there in the window. Is that a window?
Yeah, that's like a window. She's opened up. Well, let me read it to you. Okay. She goes.
Okay.
Hey, man,
what are we reading though?
This is my sketchbook. This is where everything is. Okay.
Okay.
So
right.
I decided to create this series. There was a phrase that was always coming up when the pandemic was going on, and that phrase was, "We're all in the same boat." It's become a cliche now. We're all in the same boat. Fuck that. I don't believe we're all in the same boat. I think we're all in separate boats, and man, we better figure out a way to row to safety because many of us are going to sink. And so I was reading as soon as the pandemic, we were released. We shut down for the pandemic. I whipped out my Albert Camus' The Plague. I figured it'd be an appropriate book to read in this time. So I started reading it, and this phrase kept coming back. We're on the same boat. We're all in the same boat. And I was, yeah, get it. How many times do we have to say that? How stupid are we as Americans that we have to have a tagline for a catastrophe? So I started making drawings of these little men these lonely men in boats, floating around this background, this unchanging background. So you've got these kind of spiky islands in the background, and there were things happening. Sometimes there was nothing happening. Sometimes there was a situation where somebody was on board in the boat, like in this one. And then, I kind of like this one here, where you've got this executioner and the occupant of the boat is in a guillotine. It's just, it's no longer dealing with the pandemic anymore. It's dealing with issues that I feel at that moment. And so this book, it sang to me. It says, the woman in a lonely street who abruptly opens a shuttered window just above and gave two loud shrieks before closing the shutters again on the dark interior of the bedroom. And I went, isn't that a perfect summation of what's going on and why this is never going to be solved in America? Because everybody's opening their window, shrieking into the darkness, and then closing their windows because of their confinement. They need to get out. That's why there's no solution here, as far as I see, because everybody is no longer shrieking out the window and closing their shutters. They're shrieking and jumping out of the windows and out in public, screaming and yelling and hollering. And the rest of us are going, wow, it's going to be a very, very long time before we can walk down the street in peace.
So is this technically a pandemic piece then?
No, it's not. It's not. It really isn't. It's really, as I worked on this, I began to see that this was really, the pandemic is a historical moment, an event that I'm involved in, okay? Whether I like it or not, I'm part of it. And as artists, I think it's our job to make record of these things. We need to we can be very impotent as artists. We can go into our studios and we can hide, and then we can ignore the realities because we come up with these little possibilities, and we don't, and we're doing essentially what everybody's trying to do. We're playing the game of escapists. We try to get away, and you can argue against that. I mean, I don't see, it's.
Well, I want to ask. Well, keep going. I got a question for you.
No. Give me a question.
Well, the thing is this: what about the pursuit of your skill and craft versus responding to society? Because I find, this is me, myself personally, that trying to respond to society is nothing but the way to madness.
Yeah.
Hello, Ron? Hello? Ron? You went away again. Oh.
You see where madness gets us? You can't escape it. You can't escape.
Are you back?
Yes, I am. I'm here.
Okay, good. You're good. All right. Yeah, no, I was saying, I found that trying to just respond to society is the way to madness. I mean, I don't sometimes want to be involved. Sometimes I don't want to say anything about it. Sometimes I want to escape.
You can't. You can't escape. How are you? Well, there's only one way to escape, and that's through death. That's it. That's your only
God for death, Ron. You know that. You know how I feel about death.
No, I don't. How do you feel about death?
My lost and lonely friend won't find me.
He or she will find you. That's the appointment you will not miss.
I don't know what the delay is. I've been near a few times, and it seems like it never takes.
No, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. I have consumed more things than I care to remember, and I'm still here. And I have taken people on that ride, literal ride. I won't elaborate because somebody could, some little tweaker on this. I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, I don't know, man. I have problems with that sometimes. I mean, I understand that as an artist, you need to address your situation, but I do that with poetry. My fine art is for me. That's what I said when we met. When we met, I had never shown my art before, ever.
Yeah.
And I had done a lot of art, and I just was like, oh, I don't give a fuck if people see it or not. And then I'll never forget this. You go, people need to see this, and I'm like, well, why?
Because it was important. It was important. That's why people needed to see it. It's all important. It's all important. I mean, everyone, regardless of, even if you feel timid in your own artwork, your own expression, you should say it, because every word, every artwork is a validation of yourself as a human being. You're speaking. I mean, I'll tell you, dude, I was just reading W.E.B. Du Bois. I was just reading him, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is not only about the souls of black folk. This is about the soul of the creative soul. When there is a system built to crush that creative soul that says that your voice isn't valid. And that's what I try to impress on my kids. You're already valid. Okay? You already are an artist. You just don't know it. And because so many people, there are so many steps and so many little institutionalized steps that we all have to take that keep you from expressing yourself creatively, and you grow old, and that spirit is still in you, but you don't know what to do with it anymore. So yes, of course, I looked at you and I went, yeah, this is cool shit. People should see this.
But see, I don't think people deserve it.
That's Ted Washington saying "fuck you" to you.
You know, I'm just saying. You know, I found what kept me on. I was talking to my aunt today, and I told her I was just trying to create a life that I wanted to live. Because if I'm not gonna have a life I want to live, I could just get the fuck off this goddamn rock. And then this spaceship is rudderless.
Yeah, but it can't have you off. It's actually you're the rudder. All right, you are the rudder. We are the rudders. I mean, we're not the boat. You know, the boat is the thing that is. We're the propellers. We're the things that power it. You know, so yeah, the boat is fine. The captain who's running the boat, yeah, he's got us working. He's got those rows going and propelling us through the water. But we're the ones. If we should stop, that boat stops.
So what are we? Are we the oar, like in this painting?
We're the oars, man. We are breaking that inevitability. I don't know. You just came up with that, and now I look at it, I go, yeah, okay, I buy that. I mean, that's
so the wave is the inevitability, and we are the oar breaking the wave.
Or the wave is just a wave, you know. But yeah, it could be that. It's symbolic. I mean, I have to say,
This is crazy. Come back, Ron. Come back.
Am I back? Am I back?
Come back.
All right.
All right, you're back. Well, no, you're gone.
Am I gone? Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Oh.
I'm going to go crazy here. Okay.
Am I back? Am I back? How about that? Am I back? I can't have. Am I back again? Am I back? No? Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? I can hear you. You can't hear me.
And now I can't hear you.
Can you see me?
And now you've stopped. Ron, you got to join the room again, Ron.
I know I've been joining. I'm back again. Thank God there's nobody here with us. How about now? It says Puna Press offline. It says we're offline.
This is so insane. I don't know what's going on with Ron. Ron,
wait a second. Wait a second.
Come on.
All right, I'm coming back.
Join the room.
All right, am I back?
It's like you're not in the room.
But I am.
I can see you on the screen.
I am in the room. I am.
All right, I'm in the room.
I am in the room. Can you hear me now?
All right, am I back?
Well, you're live. Just go ahead and talk without me.
Oh, that's no fun at all. That is absolutely no fun. Plus, I can hear the. I can just hear.
I am in the room.
I already left. I left.
Am I back?
This is kind of fun and crazy at the same time, but boom, boom, boom. All right, am I back? Am I back? No, no, no. Give me head signs. Yes, no. I can't hear you now. Now I can't hear you. Now I can't hear you. Where is... You're muted? You're muted! You're muted. You're muted. Can you read it? You're muted! Well, it's just me and you. If that's the way this works, I'm alone in this room with you. And
Okay, I hear you now.
I'm here deep in the
Okay.
secret.
Well, we're all back.
I was having a conversation while you were gone.
Okay, that's good.
With
Okay.
those that weren't here. With those that aren't here. With my lost ancestors.
It's okay.
My murdered ancestors. Yes, I was having a conversation with them.
Well,
They
I'm
were
in the room now. It's all crazy, man.
It's
This
all
is
right,
insane.
man. It's all right. Maybe we work out what. Maybe we work this out eventually. You know.
Yeah,
That's
hey,
what
man.
this.
Oh, you like? Uh-oh, not again.
Am I out
Ron?
again?
No, you're still here. Are we talking about death eventually, or are we talking about this? What are we working out?
You know what, dude? We're always talking about death.
Dude,
Yeah.
I know. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. Let's talk about this painting, though.
I'm like I say it. We're always talking about death. I mean, the painting itself. I'll tell you.
Hold on. Okay, so you say it's not finished. What do you see as next?
Well, everything that I'm talking about right here, actually, everything, all the players in the artwork are there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All the players in the artwork are there. All the characters. Everything is there. All that really has to be kind of worked out are the technical issues. I'm trying to create some deep space in there with color, but I'm trying to create this sense of confusion or overlap between deep and middle space, creating a sense of atmosphere in the back, but then not too much atmosphere. I want the pieces to have this kind of two-dimensional, three-dimensionality in the work. I want to really get in and create this cavernous area behind the entrails. I want to really get the light on the woman's face, so I'm building that darkness, so that the moon feels like it's resting or shining on her forehead as she opens up the windows in distress. Those little steps down there, I want them. Those are the steps of the building that I imagined she was in. And then when you asked me about the title, you really did not know what I was saying, and I found that interesting. Maria, no make it true, and I took that right. I word for word from the West Side Story, which I've always thought was probably one of the most provocative films ever made. You know,
Why?
Because it dealt with issues that nobody wants to deal with. It dealt with racism. It dealt with prejudice. It dealt with institutional racism. It dealt with apathy, and it dealt with striving, aspirational. It talked about self-awareness. You know, the whole officer Trumpke. You know, here are these kids. They're mocking the system, and they know that they are buried by it. And then in America, you know, the argument back and forth between the immigrant that wants to go back and the immigrant that says, well, we have to stay, but then there's this thing that's in between them, this as Dubois puts, a veil there that some people get to look through, but other people have to live behind that veil. So when I used that, it was talking about so many other things besides that, but it was also talking about our present condition with the election. Please don't make this true. You know, no, have him not another 4 years. No way, we can't survive that. You know,
Ron, you're going into politics. We're talking about art.
I know, but it is. That's what art is. It is fucking politics. I mean, it's your voice, your politics. Anytime
Goodness Lord, you're going.
two people get together, it's politics. You know, when two people get in a room, when the only time it's not politics, well, even when you're alone in your room, it's the politics with your brain, your subconscious. You know, you have to deal with that. You're going to try and ignore it, or you are going to do something to release the pressure that's in your.
Uh-oh. We lost Ron again. This is crazy. Maybe we never get this figured out. Maybe it never works. Ron, are you there? Ron?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Ron.
Yes.
Okay, there you are. Okay. Hey, I got a question on technicalities.
Right. Good. I'm here.
When you talk about you going to get depth in that, since you have so much light in the foreground, are you going to try to is it all about darkness carrying that background?
Well, it's more about color. And then it's more about the space that happens in between the color. So yeah, conventionally it could be darker, but inside the darkness, there's always light. Okay? Call that poetry. I don't know what you want to call it. But that's the truth. You know, a shadow is never a solid container. You know, there are lights and darks and middle values within a shadow. So in that space of dark that I'm trying to push back, I am, you know, also playing with lights and darks within them. And then within those darks, they create structures that I don't intentionally put in there. They are created by that interaction of trying to create that space and that push and that pull, that compressed push and pull. I really like thinking about it in terms of cosmology. You know, just this whole, what does it mean? What does space mean in a cosmological sense? You know, we talk about, remember when we were talking about the fourth dimension, there's no way for us, a scientist can articulate it in diagrams and equations, but no one can explain it. No one can make it, visualize it for us. What does it feel like? I want to just grab my hand through this veil and ask my father, what's the fourth dimension like? Is it cool or is it a pain in the ass like the third dimension?
So, yeah, I don't know. See, I should have brought. For the people who are out there who might be watching this, and I don't know if there's anyone out there watching this or not. Last time me and Ron were together, I brought them a book called Flatland, and in the book Flatland, all the characters were two-dimensional characters, and one of the characters was a line meant a sphere, but he could only see the sphere as a line in Flatland because the sphere was passing through Flatland. So the sphere passing through Flatland will become a point, which would be like a dot that slowly expanded as he passed through.
So
the line can't see the sphere as a sphere. The line can only see the sphere as a line. That's all he can see it as, because he can't see the other parts of that.
He sees the line as a point, and the point sees the sphere as a line.
Right, exactly. And so they can't see truly one another.
Yeah.
In many ways. Oh God, that book was deep, man. I'm telling you now, that book it's because it was written by a mathematician. God help us all. Mm-hmm. But that book was it was really it also deals with the whole idea, even with racism now, is that you try You try to tell.
Wait. Stop. Are you talking about politics?
No, I'm talking about racism. That's nothing to do with politics.
Oh, really? Really?
Well, the only reason why it even might is because. Listen. Hear me out.
Okay.
I don't think that racism deals with politics until you start trying to live together.
That problem with living together, man. That is a big problem.
That's what I'm saying.
As you stay there and I stay here, you and I are going to be okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's what it's all about. That's what it becomes a problem. That's the problem with all humanity, though. It doesn't really matter, man. I'm just saying.
It isn't specific to the U.S., the history of the U.S. It's universal. It is a global problem.
Absolutely.
And the fact that there are those that, you know what, you show, you posted that Baldwin interview on the Dick Cavett.
Oh, God, I posted that little part where he talked about death of the heart.
Did you watch them all?
I didn't watch all of them, but I watched a lot of them. Yeah.
Did you watch the one where he went on and had the debate?
Oh, that's the one we talked to Buckley. Isn't that with Buckley? Hello? Ron, you gone again.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. That's the one when he talks. You're talking about the one when he talks to Buckley, right?
Professor. He's talking to the professor from Yale, I think it is, Levinson or Levin, and it was so strange. I just realized how difficult the problem is. Where he was saying that it was kind of this. It was an existential argument on both ends, and it really wasn't an existential argument from Baldwin's point. He was just asking for, hey, I'm a human being. I just want to be respected as a human being. Where the other one is telling them, well, you guys should be happy where you're at. Well, look at you. You're a man of letters. And so why aren't you happy? Well, why aren't you guys happy? You got a president. Come on. It's like there is this disconnect that has the seed of it has its seed in slavery. And until we get over that, we are never going to we can't solve the problem. Abraham Lincoln said, the indigenous person or the Indian is incompatible with Western civilization. That seals the fate of indigenous people right there. There's nowhere to go for them. Okay? You're incompatible. You are a problem. And what's the best way for the Americans to deal with North America that did it? Well, they put them in concentration camps. And concentration camps are a pretty convenient go-to for American history. They did to the Japanese, and don't be surprised, they will do it to us again. Okay, so if given the right resources, let shithead.
Oh, dude, Ron. They're called prisons.
What?
They're called prisons.
Yeah, prisons. Yes. Prisons. Hey, American ingenuity, baby. It knows how to make prisons, and it imprisons people without walls. I mean, it creates. The greatest wall is the boundaries of the United States. That's the greatest prison. I sometimes ask people that are new immigrants, it's like, why? Why would you come here? It's like, of all the places on the planet, you came here? The rest of us are trying to figure out a way to get out. You came here of your own volition. What is the matter? Don't buy the rhetoric. We're not a free state. We are not a free state.
Well, yeah. I mean, oh boy, this. this could go. Well, we'll have to save some of this for the next episode. Because this could go on and on and on and on and on, dude. Because the idea of us as a free state, it's been like when we first started, and I said this is voluntary surveillance. Us doing this.
Yeah,
that is exactly. We've been a surveillance state forever. I mean, it's never not been.
I like the internet because it does. You have to be careful. It's not like books where you can balance between what you're reading. You can balance things, and you can resource from where the writer has taken that information, and some of that information might be of a, it might be varied, but the internet, you have to be very, very careful of it. It's like what television should have been. Television was meant to be educational, and it was supposed to elevate us. And the internet, I think, was supposed to connect us. And I don't know, man.
Well, see, dude, I'm gonna have to disagree with you though. I think, and this is where it lies for me, and always for me. We are a capitalist society. Nothing is created purely with the idea it's going to be about anything other than if it can't make money, it can't be sustained. And if you say that television was meant to be educational, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say television was meant to make money. I mean, the minute they made it, it was like, okay, now what can we do? And then there's the other side of this. We are lazy. Humans are lazy. They want to be told what to do. They want to be told what the information is. They don't want to look for it for themselves. Ron, you went away. This might be because you're lazy. I hope not. Come back, Ron.
Ted, are you back?
Oh, you're back. Okay.
No. Are you back? You were gone.
Yeah. Okay. Am I back?
Yes.
Am I? Okay.
Yeah.
What did you say? So did you? Where did I leave you? Capitalism.
You're lazy.
Yeah. I called you lazy. Well, okay. And my pure example is that how does Fox News exist? It only exists because people don't want to. Nobody wants to do any work. They just want to be told.
Of course. I understand, and that's why I'm saying that's the sad reality of what television became. It was supposed to be a tool to elevate. It became a tool. It became a spectacle. It became a distraction. It was meant to distract us. I mean, it's like, I can't tell you how many times I get pissed off when I hear how much a baseball player makes. I mean, it's just like, why do I need to know that? I don't want to know that. I don't want to know how much you are paying somebody to keep me attached to this screen until it's all over and I can turn it off because I'm hooked. I'm hooked. It's a drug. But no, humans are not lazy. If that were the case, we would still be banging rocks to kill a buffalo somewhere. Okay, we wouldn't even turn it into sharp implements. We would be saying, hey man, this rock is good enough. I got this field stone. It knocked that camel down. Let's eat it. Well, how are we going to cut it? Cut it, my ass. Just bite it. Let's eat. But humans are not lazy. They innovate. It's just, unfortunately, like you said, we live in a capitalist environment. Yeah, it's all about exploiting us, not them. They get the benefit of seeing the whole world. Okay, they get things that we'll never see, we'll never touch, we'll never taste, we'll never.
Wait. Who's this they?
They, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. Don't play stupid. I mean, they know.
We got this audience out there. They need to know who they is.
If they don't know who they are, you are not they. Okay, let me just put that. Let me set you straight. You're not they.
It's us.
we're just, we're us, and we got our mouths open, and whatever they shovel down our throat, we'll take it. All right, and it's what, we were supposed to be talking about art.
You went this way.
And you were the one that did this to us.
I did. Wait a minute. You're the one that went to West Side Story.
Hey, I was explaining how I work and how we got away from that. I don't know.
Well, how do I do my
work?
Well, explain to me, how did Natalie Wood become Latino?
Isn't she actually a closet Latina? Isn't she?
She's dead, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, I know that. They probably pushed her off because
I think that's Raquel Welch.
Raquel Welch? Well, yeah, Raquel Welch. Yeah, she was Miss Del Mar. But you know what? There are so many people out there who have to hide their identities if they want to live. So what's the best way to hide yourself? I'm sorry. We talked about this. We talked about Michael Jackson. He was trying to hide in plain sight. It just didn't work for him.
It could, dude. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. You know what? I'm glad we're near the end of this show, because that would just be another, oh, God. We're not going to go there. But,
hey, we're supposed to go anywhere we want. Isn't that what this unsellable product is?
Yes, this unsellable glitch. Back to the art, man. I don't know. When I look at the piece, I am interested to see what's going on in the background. I do like, it looks to me like it was that, oh God, I can't think of the building that's in Australia, those little green islands up there on the top.
Oh, little green islands. I never thought about that being was it the Symphony Hall in Cindy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I never thought of them like that. I always thought of them like little islands, but they're like little crowns or little claws.
But they look just like that, the Symphony Hall in Sydney. They look just like it.
Maybe some Australian will buy my work then. Yeah, you know what? I did discover.
And he's gone. You're gone again, Ron. You have gone again. It's okay.
I'm back? No?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
What did you discover?
Well, I had once my granddaughter came over to the house and looked at one of my paintings, and she goes, "Grandpa, why are your paintings so scary?" And I looked at it and I went, "Really?" It's like, my paintings are scary? I thought they were joyous. I says, I paint them with so much love. And then somebody else the other day said, "Boy, your paintings are unsettling." And I went, they are. Holy cow. My insanity is deeper set than I think it is. It's like I don't even know what unsettling is. I look at my paintings and I go, wow, I like the pretty colors. I love them in my house. But why doesn't anybody else want them? Why do
my mom loved your paintings.
You know what? Your mom is the smartest person on the planet.
I'll never forget that when we came by your house. And she sat there and she goes, I like these. I go, what? She goes, I understand these. And I was like, oh my God, my mom.
You know what the truth is? You know why I love that statement? Because your mom knows exactly what I'm talking about. Your mom sees the pain and the anger in them. Your mom sees it. A lot of people don't see it. They see me and they can't. It's a disconnect. They see me laughing, joking, but they don't understand and see they are autobiographical. They are self-portraits. They are comments on everything that's going on around me. I take popular culture and just throw it at the painting and hope it sticks. But it's about pain. It's about anger, and it is about isolation. And I know what that feels like. And I'm so happy your mom sees it. That's why I was here right now. Because she would understand, and then we would have a conversation that would go to politics.
Jesus God. Oh, I don't even know what to say now. Okay, we're at the end of the very first of these. We're going to be doing another one soon.
I think this is good.
The next one will have a piece of, I guess, my art. I'll bring that one that you almost discussed, but we'll discuss it again later.
Okay.
Because I have a totally different take on why I do art versus what you're doing here. Because I don't want people to know that I'm in pain and I'm angry. Because, well, I have the poetry for that.
That's why they made beer
and tequila
and God made pot. So,
oh, thank God for pot. That's all I can say about that. Oh, thank goodness. Anyway, Ron, always a pleasure.
As they do at poetry readings,
we'll do this again in a month. I guess the next one's on Halloween. Are we gonna be able to do it on Halloween?
Hell yeah! I think we will. I think. Right. Let's see. Let me see, because I may be doing a Halloween at my son's house. But if we could get an internet connection there, that would actually be fun, because I'll be in the pantry in costume, and I would love more than anything to be talking in there.
Well, we can always do it the week prior.
Okay.
So if you can't do it, we'll do it the week before.
Let me just say, Ted, this went better than I thought it was. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was actually kind of intimidated by getting on here and talk, but it's so easy to converse with you. You're one of the few people that I don't really need to work talking with you. It's fluid. It happens, and we do this, and that we're like two salmon going upstream to spawn,
trying to avoid going to jail.
Trying to avoid the grizzlies. That's what we're doing. We're two salmon. We're old. We're tired, but we still want to propagate the species.
God help us all. Oh Lord, I'm definitely going to jail now. All right. Until next time. Hey, everybody out there, or anybody out there, thank you all. And take care.
All right.
Once again, this is a Puna Press thing. My name's Ted. That's Ron Moya. See you guys later. Check out Ron's artwork on Instagram at Maddie Duchamp.
Or go on Facebook at Maddie Duchamp. MADDYDUCHAMP.
There you go. All right, folks, we're out. Take it easy.
Out later. Bye.